Hello, this is Roland. Welcome. Today I want to talk about meditation. In fact, I want to talk about something that may be very helpful. I want to keep it simple. A lot of these videos, well, they're all simple. But I talk about mysticism and I read from spiritual books and so on. I want to do something very simple. I want to talk about a way of calming down and quite possibly a way of getting back in touch with your own ground of being, your own center of dignity. There's an article online that said that anxiety has replaced depression as the #1 mental health issue. A lot of people are anxious. Well, there's plenty of anxiety to go around, not to mention depression, unhappiness, worries, doubts, and fears, and all kinds of things, okay? And I think it would be nice to talk about just calming down a little bit. Let's talk about something simple. I was reading today something I had read before, but I reread it today because it occurred to me early this morning. I was thinking about hand warming. It's a biofeedback exercise where you sit quietly and become aware of your hands until they become warm. Then you practice it, and with time it becomes easy. So would you like to do that? Well, you can do it in the way that I talk about it. It's even simpler than hand warming. It's even simpler. You know what it is? It's you become aware of your hands until they tingle a little bit. And then they may very well start to become warm. And they probably will. You may or may not notice it first. But even if you don't notice them becoming warmer, you can easily notice them tingling. As a matter of fact, if while I'm talking, you're sitting, you become aware of your hands. You can have them resting on the on the arms of your chair, or you could have your hands in your lap, or you could have your hands together in prayer-like fashion, okay? Or if you're laying in bed listening to this, you could just have your hands by your sides, and then just become aware of your hands. As soon as you do, you'll notice they start to tingle just a little bit. It's kind of a cozy feeling. Okay? They start to tingle. Now, the other thing to do so that you can be in the present, to make sure you're in the present and not lost in thinking, because if you get lost in thought, then you float away with thoughts. And your thoughts can stress you, as you know. Your thoughts can stress you. Worries, okay, trying to think about what you have to do or what happened. Thoughts can stress you. So we don't want to be floating away with thoughts. Okay. So would you like to be in the present, where the sun is shining, birds are singing, the wind is delicately blowing through, rustling the leaves of the trees, in the present. So it's so simple. As you're walking around, as you go for your morning walk, you can be aware of your hands. As you're walking along, all of a sudden you remember to be aware of your hands. And they become a little bit tingly. Anytime. When you're sitting in a waiting room, or you're sitting in front of the computer, or you're sitting out in the garden, you just all of a sudden remember to be aware of your hands.